So I'm in the laundry room. So this is where like we do our laundry. Some cosmetology schools have it. I don't know if all of them have it. I'm not too sure what they do, but this is where we put our towels and stuff. Class is about to start. And we don't have any towels. But yeah. So, like I said, this is part of the chores that you do when you're here in school. Like you're literally working like you're in the salon. Like that's what you do. I don't know if some people's salons have these. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if some people's salon have these. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so, different salons do different things. But anyway, this is one of the things that they don't tell you that you do when you get into the salon, that you will be cleaning, that you will like we take out trash. We don't clean the bathrooms, but we take out the trash in the bathrooms and wipe down the bathrooms. Another thing that they don't tell you until you get into cosmetology I hope I didn't break it. Oh, I think I broke it. I'm gonna have to get that to them. But okay. But yeah, so when you get in cosmetology, another thing that they don't tell you is that it takes time for you to get your kit. You're not gonna get your kit right away. Like I didn't get my kit right away. I think it took about 3 months before I got my kit. So when you come to cosmetology school and you're learning and beginners, you're doing theory, so you can't be out on the floor. And when you're on the floor, like you can't work on anything else until you've been written off on that. And what I mean is, like, say if you're a braider and you know how to braid, you can't braid anybody here on the floor until you have been written off on that practical and they seen you do it and you're on that chapter. They go chapter by chapter. So if they're not on the braid chapter and they're on the manicure chapter, then you can't do no services. Like you have to work on whatever they have you working on. And in the beginning of cosmetology, 9 times out of 10, you're going over your infection control, basically how to how to fix yourself when you cut yourself or when you cut a client and things like that. That's what you normally talk about, and then whatever the next chapter is. And just like, say if you like extensions, when you're in beginners, you're going to be braiding hair, but you can't touch no extensions until you get into advanced. So it's 2 sections. You have beginners and advanced. So advanced is when you get to do all of the good stuff that you want to do. Beginners is basically like braids to the scalp, silk presses, roller sets. Oh my God, you guys are going to be doing a lot of roller sets. So if you don't know how to do a roller set, learn how to do a roller set, because they gonna test you on your roller sets. Like you're gonna have to learn how to do a roller set. Definitely roller sets, definitely your parts. And like I said, I waited 3 months for my kit to get in. So you're not gonna get your kit right away. You're not gonna get your kit right away. You're not gonna get your book right away. You're gonna just have to take notes and share your book with somebody else. Another thing that they don't tell you in cosmetology school or show you is that like you have to, like, I don't know, some school prioritize it, but like they don't really show you life after what's it called, when you come from here. So like you are required to pay for your, what's it called, your state board. Gotta pay for that, and theory, not theory, your state board practical and your state board test. So those come out of pocket. Those are not included in your tuition or whatever. So when you go sign up to take the test, the actual test, then you gotta pay for that out of pocket. They don't tell you that. I think it's like $50. So it's not too bad. And then your practical, you have to take that. You got to pay for that. And I think you got 3 times to take it. And if you don't pass within the 3rd time, you got to come back here and do an extra 500 hours, I want to say. I'm not sure. I got to look into that. But yeah, don't think when you come to cosmetology school that it's going to be like all glitz and glamour. It is when you get to advanced. That's when it's going to be glitz and glamour. Because in advance, you can do everything. But when it comes to nails, like when you're doing nails and beginners, you're going to be doing like basic pedicures and manicures. And yes, you're going to have to do pedicures. Like you have to get written off on those things. And you have to bring somebody in. Well, you don't have to bring somebody in, but if you really don't like feet, just bring somebody in, your siblings or whatever, and do their feet so you can get written off on it. But yeah, you have to do a facial, you have to do a waxing, and the type of waxing that we do is like eyebrows, arms, legs, facial hair. You don't have to do any other kind of waxing. Now, if you do want to do any other kind of waxing, you have to get certified at esthetician school. But you go through whatever chapter you're working on, that's what you work on. Yeah. I'm folding up these clothes. Because they're about to come in here. So I'm folding these while I can. But yeah, that's what when like you're in beginners, you work on whatever beginners have. So if you're on the floor and you're doing manicures, that's what you're going to be doing all week in manicures until you finish the chapter. And you go chapter by chapter. You literally go through the whole book. Because beginners got stuff and advanced have stuff. And the good stuff is in advance. It's 1,500 hours. So at beginners is like between 800 and 1,000 hours. And then advanced is like the rest. Because advanced is like, I'm gonna say it's easier, but you already know. And if you're doing this full time, then you'll probably be done at least for like a year and a half, depending on the school, depending on the times, and depending on their schedules. But yeah, those are the things those are some of the things that they don't tell you about cosmetology school that I wish I knew when I came in here. Because waiting 3 months for your kit is crazy. But you gotta wait for it. But Other than that, don't think you're gonna get ahead. Don't think because you know how to do a silk press or you know how to braid somebody with extensions or you braid with extensions already that they're gonna let you do that. Like, no. If you didn't get signed off on it on your practical, and just because you know it, they don't allow you to do it because state board do come in here. And that's another thing, like state board actually do come to schools and they go through your kit. So you can't have any outside stuff in your kit. Like, you have to have what the school provides you in your kit. Like, using like your braiding gels that you like or whatever. Like, no, if the school doesn't have that and they don't supply that, you cannot use it. You cannot bring it in your kit. You cannot bring your outside products in your kit whatsoever. Now, I know you guys seen some stuff that I did, but you know, I'm just telling you what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. But other than that, you guys, I will catch you in my next video. If you want to know more things, there's a lot more things, and I guess I you know, try to break down as much as I can. But if you want to know more things about cosmetology school, or if you have like any questions or comments, just let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to answer them or make a video out of it to answer all you guys' questions, what the book looks like, and all of that jazz. So until next time, I'll see you guys in another video.